What we're going to look at today is how to do polynomial long division for the example x cubed minus 4x squared plus 7x minus 1 divided by x minus 2. So what we're going to start with is setting up this problem like we would do for the regular long division problem that we saw back in elementary school, where we have x cubed minus 4x squared plus 7x minus 1 divided by x minus 2. The first thing we want to ask ourselves is what's going to go in this first spot up here. So we have to say what number times x is going to give me x cubed. So that first number and variable is going to be x squared. From here we're going to use the distributive property. X squared times x gives me x cubed. X squared times a negative 2 gives me a negative 2x squared. Notice so far that we've had like terms adding up. Just like we would do in a regular long division problem, we always want to subtract down. So what I like to do is put what I just did in parentheses and put a minus sign out front and change the signs. So this becomes a negative x cubed and a positive 2x squared. Now I can add straight down. I don't have to be too concerned about the signs, because now I'm just adding negative 4x squared plus 2x squared, which is going to give me a negative 2x squared, and I notice that my x cubes cancel out. I always want those leading terms of the first one to cancel out. Next step I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down my positive 7x and follow the same steps. I want to ask myself, how do I get this second spot? So what number times x is going to give me a negative 2x squared? That answer is going to be a negative 2x. So that's what I put up here. Once again, I'm going to use that distributive property. Negative 2x times x gives me negative 2x squared. And negative 2x times negative 2 gives me a positive 4x. I'm going to put that in parentheses and put my minus sign out front. I'm going to change my sign so I don't get confused. And now I can add straight down. I'm going to notice, just so I can get a little bit more space, I'm going to shrink this down. I'm going to notice that how do I get the third spot? Oh, I need to add straight down. So the 2x squareds cancel out. 7x minus 4x is going to give me 3x. Three x, and I'm going to bring down my negative 1. The next thing I want to ask myself is what number times x is going to give me 3x? That's going to be a positive 3, and I'm going to multiply. 3 times x gives me 3x. 3 times negative 2 gives me negative 6. I'm going to put that in parentheses and my minus sign out front. I'm going to change my signs one last time, and I'm going to add straight down. 3x minus 3x cancel out. Negative 1 plus 6 is going to give me a positive 5. Because there's nothing left to bring down, that's my remainder. So we're going to write my final answer as x squared minus 2x plus 3. Instead of writing remainder 5, I'm going to say it's 5 over whatever I was having to divide by, x minus 2. And that's my final answer.